So I'm a little tardy on an upload today because I went fishing. Now, I've had trouble sleeping all weekend for some reason. It's taken a little toll on me considering the fact that I still haven't really gotten any sleep. Now, I'm supposed to be on a night cycle, and that's the problem right now. It's 2 o'clock, and, well, I'm still awake. Instead of actually spending all day, pretty much I've been up since Saturday, since I got off. So, actually, I've been up since Friday. When I had to get up and go into work, and now that it's here Sunday and I'm still barely gotten any sleep. I've only been able to take little like micro naps basically, lay my head back, take a little nap here, take a little nap there, but I'm not going to complain. It was actually super fun today. Ended up meeting up with some friends. We got out on the boat and actually made it out. We did some noodling, or not noodling, we used some bobbers, basically handmade ones for catfish. And out of all the stuff that I had to buy that I got in my tackle bag that I ended up bringing, a lot of it ended up being very useful. Now I found out that the poles I have are definitely overkill. So for what we were fishing, I had the too big of a pole. It was basically, I would say, for the ocean. It was for like saltwater fish. Of course, that was my mistake. I didn't realize that they were that big. I just knew that's what I had, and I forgot about the small one I had. And that was actually the one I needed. And that's where all the fun came in. I ended up getting, everything strung up, got the hook put on and all that. The bait I had was pretty decent. It definitely was like a starter pack, essentially. But after so many years, it made me realize that, how fun it is. The only sad part is right now my shoulder's a little wore out. My back is too, because on that boat, they had to use me as an anchor because I was the biggest and fattest. So it was a little rough to have to keep moving up and down the boat to kind of help out. But I still had fun nonetheless. Top it off, by the time about probably 4 hours into fishing, we didn't catch anything. I don't think anybody got a bite. And basically by the end of that, we're like, you know what? He said, if you really want to get some bites, get some if you can catch something, I can call somebody. So a buddy of ours called somebody, and he's like, yeah, your buddies can come on by. Yeah, unlock the gate and they'll come on in. Now I thought it was just going to be a little pond. This was not a little pond. It was a huge, like, crescent moon pond. And as soon as we got over there, we set everything up. But as soon as we threw down, I swear they just started catching little bitty bass, not but that big. If we would have kept them all, I'm pretty sure we would have had a nice little, I say fillet, nothing big, just something personal for like one person. That's where the real fun actually began, because while we're just sitting there talking, I was trying to get some brim or some crappie. I can't remember which one. And right off the bat, I was getting bites. And actually, it was such a big fat monster. While I was pulling, my entire rod was bent down, almost touching itself. And I'm trying to pull it up, and this thing is yanking it. Finally, it just snaps. And I go back, and that thing took a whole chunk of line out. I was actually super excited. It sucked that it broke the line. The only thing is that the bobber that we had was not mine, it was somebody else's. It was a lot easier to see than the ones I had. And luck would have it, it come floating on by straight in front of us and picked it up out the water. Did a reline and, got right back out there. And I'm not going to lie, it was pretty exciting for as much fish as we caught. We, of course, were putting it back. And there's no telling how many we probably recaught. But I had a lot of bites. I didn't get anything hooked. So that was I didn't set the hook, essentially, is the problem. But this is the first time I've been fishing since probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And I had to buy all new stuff for the most part because my tackle box was completely ruined. I had some basically liver bait or whatever you want to call it. It's just this putty bait that we call poo-poo. I left it in that tackle box, and I don't know what happened, but I guess it just kept getting hot, and it was like getting moisture in it, and it just kept building up, and it ruined the whole tackle box. And it looks like we're not going to be done. Hopefully, the next couple of weekends we're gonna have a lot more trips to be coming. I just don't know how often I want to get on the boat because that takes a lot to get in there, a lot to get out. And ironically, right when we were getting done and we were pulling the boat in, the boat just started to malfunction. It didn't want to actually go, and it took a whole lot of ooga booga to get that thing back in. And I don't know if I want to trust that again. The unfortunate part is now I'm going to have to go cook me some catfish and probably some shrimp just to have a nice little lean meal. And it's not catfish that I caught. I went to Kroger, picked me up some catfish, because I was really looking forward to some fish. Just thought we would catch some and be able to cook them. But even the amount, it would have taken a lot more hassle just to get not even a pound of meat. So it wasn't really worth it. But it was fun nonetheless. Good friends that I usually play Call of Duty with that I went fishing with. So it was actually pretty entertaining, and a whole lot of laughs and a whole lot of me being fat. But I found it funny. But yeah, short and sweet. Not much more to say. Y'all have a good one.